Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs. My name is Sherman Nelson, USA Taekwondo Minister of Information, and we're here at the National Center of Excellence for the fourth day of the Junior Grand Slam, brought to you by Sight and Sound Technologies. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all all right? Yes, yes. All right, we have, this is session 15. This is our female plus 68 category, and we are going to have some fantastic action. So we are not going to delay and belabor the point. We're going to get right to it. Oh, I like it. In blue, from Texas, Hannah K. And in red, from Washington, Zoe Osborne. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you would please rise, remove your hats, and join us for the playing of our national anthem. All right, all right. Listen, we are ready to get back in the booth. I have my friend to the end, Jason Poos, who will be in the booth providing world-class commentary, analysis, play-by-play, and whatever else we can, whatever other trouble we can get to in this small area. All right, ladies, let's chop it up.
And you heard it, we're live here. This is the 2019 Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. I'm Jason Poos, I'm your commentator here. We're gonna give you tons of action as we go through all of these divisions today. It's been a great first 3 days, but we have one more. This is the fourth day, it's Monday. We have Hannah Keck from Texas, we have Zoe Osborne from Washington. Give you a little bit of particulars about these young ladies momentarily. Just know that we have plenty of divisions today, so we know that in this case some of you guys might be in school, some of you guys might be at work, but we appreciate you logging on and watching. We're already here at action. So Hannah Keck quickly out of the gate with a nice head kick and a nice body shot, follows with another.
Yeah, Hannah Keck does not usually waste time.
Hannah Keck flying out of the gate with tons of head kicking. Just super flexible athlete. Definitely familiar with Hannah as she's been our national team. And we'll give you some, like I said, some particular. She is the #1 seed, where Zoe Osborne's the #8 seed. So 1 versus 8 here. Hannah Keck in the blue. And she's built her lead to 18. So Zoe Osborne in A little bit overwhelmed at this point.
She's finding herself in the valley right now.
Nice job by Osborne. Gets on the board now and takes it up to 18-4. So well done by Zoe Osborne. And it looks like we're going to have a challenge by Coach Dong Lee. And they'll sit down and they'll call in the referee. So this is good officiating on the referee's part as he's looking to challenge, but maybe that's not unnecessary. As maybe they see something that the coach there, Coach Lee from Texas, sees as well. Hannah Keck is 5'9", 81 kilograms from Cheng Lee's Taekwondo. And again, I talked about her coach Dong Lee, Linda Lauren, and Tony Cabrera. So she's got 3 of them. And they wave off the 3 points, interesting enough. She's 17 years of age from Plano, Texas, and she attends school at Theo School. She's a senior, and she enjoys street tacos.
Street tacos.
Second time we've had street tacos. Zoe Osborne is 5'7", 150 pounds. Hannah Keck now 17-1. She attends Northwest Sport Taekwondo in Washington United and coached by her mother, Trinity Tong Osborne, a former national team member in her own right.
Yes.
She hails from the Pacific Northwest in Monroe, Washington, where she attends Bear Creek College Preparatory School, and she's in the 11th grade. She loves anything Asian. She'll let's just list them: sushi, Korean barbecue, dumplings, poke, you name it. Zoe loves it.
That's a cool answer.
Yeah, well,
you name it.
Yeah, Zoe's a cool girl, and we know that. We've spent some time with both these athletes. Talk a little bit about their accomplishments at this point, as Hannah Keck has a 17-1 lead over the 8th seed Zoe Osborne. Zoe is the 2019 high school champion in the NCTA division, so that's the high school champion for the National Collegiate Taekwondo Association. She travels and trained in Korea. She trained with the Gwanha Pro Team and their high school team as well, and she's loving the opportunity to compete here at the Junior Grand Slam. On the other side, Hannah Keck is our senior national team member, even though she's 17. She's also the 2019 Pan American champion and the 2018 Korean Open champion.
And didn't she win the senior Grand Slam?
Sherman, that's a great point. I think you're right.
Yes, she did.
That is a great point.
She beat Jackie Galloway in the final.
That's right. So Hannah Keck, not just
I want to be all the Grand Slam champs.
And that's interesting enough. If Hannah Keck can pull it out here today, she'll be the first person to win a junior and senior Grand Slam. That's a nice trivia question.
Yes.
That's a good one for later on.
So pay attention.
20-1. Now Hannah Keck with another head kick to score.
Yeah. And she went out of bounds, so that just adds that bonus point on.
Good movement by Osborne. I like her movement, but I don't like that she throws that kick and then kind of what I would call just kind of kicks and retreats a little bit.
Right.
And so she kicks herself out of range. Nice try on the spin by Keck. Osborne on the attack here, and it's important that she gets another point so she can continue on to the 3rd round. As you talked about the 20-point gap yesterday, but at 20, if it ends 20 anytime at the beginning of the 3rd round or anytime during the 3rd round, the match will end on the point gap, or they talk about it calling it somewhat of a mercy rule. I don't agree with that. I just think it's a point gap.
Yeah, I don't know that it's mercy. I don't think people are being injured. They're just getting scored on.
Right, exactly. And that's exactly my point there as well. So that's good because now she's found herself into the 3rd round if she can hang on here in this round. Good front leg. Just needs to execute that a little tighter. That was well thought out. Definitely well done. Just not executed properly. She got to get that leg a lot tighter. Hannah Keck going for the lunging head kick to try to get herself into the point gap, but instead falls down. So Zoe Osborne now has scored 2 back-to-back points against the number 1 seed Hannah Keck. So what Zoe likes to do outside of Taekwondo is anything outdoors. She just likes dealing with nature, whether it be hiking, camping, or hunting. She competes in the GSF Glock shooting matches with her dad and mom, so that's pretty.
Yes, her father is a world-class shooter. Got a gold medal at the Masters Games.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You have a mom who can fight and a dad who can shoot. So you might not want to roll up on the Osborne household.
Yeah, that's
improperly.
That's a hard pass.
Right.
She loves to travel and experience new cultures and sights. She loves spending time with her family in Hawaii. I'd like to spend time with anybody in Hawaii.
Yes.
She's also a competitive high school swimmer who can sing and play the guitar. On the other side, Hannah Keck, with enjoying this 21-3 lead,
Please read that second one, sir.
She does speech and debate, and she was at a tournament this past Saturday. So she went to a debate and speech tournament on Saturday, is competing here on Monday. And there it is, your point cap. Hannah Keck takes her first quarterfinal match, so she'll move to the semifinals. Well, she'll wait the winner, Brianna Usserman.
Brianne Usserman and Tanya Lopez.
Is that Tanya? Excellent, excellent, excellent. So congratulations,
No,
Hannah
sir,
Keck.
I would like for you to continue reading.
Well, we will. We're
going
to get there momentarily. I
want you to read that second thing, because that's
do
a
it.
problem for me. It's a real problem for me.
Day 4, we got some good stuff for you. We're so glad you guys logged into us. Give us some feedback. We'd love to have it. Thank you for logging in, Anthony. Also, Brandon. How about Alexander Covert? Congratulations. I heard you had a great tournament that you hosted, as well as Miriam Kalecki, one of our elite athletes here at USA Taekwondo. Brian So, thanks for logging in. Also, Betsy McNew Peters, April, and Michelle Swartz. So, Hannah Keck enjoys speech and debate, as I talked about before she won the match. And she was at a debate tournament this past Saturday. She likes to do anything basically science related, anything. And last but not least, she loves playing with her snakes. She has 3.
And that's just a problem for me. That will make sure that I never visit the Keck residence because they have serpents.
I would like, I don't know what to say other than another hard pass. So we have Hannah Keck in the quarterfinals, now into the semifinals as she just took out Zoe Osborne. Congratulations on making it to the Grand Slam, Zoe.
All right, our next quarterfinal match. In blue, from Virginia, Brianne Usserman. And in red, from California, Tanya Lopez.
And our players have entered the arena. This is the plus 68 kilogram division of the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. We have Brianna Usserman. She is 5'8", 181 pounds. She's from US Tigers Taekwondo, coached by Dennis Kam. He's been here all week with tons of
he's been working hard.
elite players. She is from Gainesville, Virginia, where she attends Battlefield High School and is in the 10th grade. Her favorite food is Korean food. On the other side, you've got Tanya Lopez from USA Taekwondo Center, coached by Monique Boer. Her hometown is Arcadia, California, where she attends Arcadia High, is in the 12th grade, and enjoys tacos. And here we are, quarterfinal action. The winner will take on the number 1 seed, Hannah Keck.
So we got a lot of action. We are kicking. We haven't found the mark yet. We haven't found that sweet spot to get point. And there we go. There we go. We found the helmet. Oh, Brian Osborne, I meant what I said. I know y'all. And so you roll up on that house. And then you got Zane in there throwing hand grenades in perfect spirals. There's no winning proposition to rolling up on the Osbornes. None.
That's good stuff.
Because that boy's got a spiral, man, that is NFL ready. I'm telling you. Shout out to my nephew Zane. Ooh, I have a great joke for him. Oh, he's in school. He can't hear it now. Never
Good.
mind.
Nice
I'll
save
it.
So Usserman. So Usserman doing good work on the headgear.
She's able to find that headgear.
Gets a deduction, so she takes a 7-0 lead over Tanya Lopez from California.
Shout out to the side pony. She's watching. She's all grown up now, though. She's Miss Side Pony. She just used to be Side Pony.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out Logan Weber. Give your family our best. Pamela Weber, the whole Weber family.
All right, somebody didn't put their phone on vibrate. because they don't understand the rules of engagement. Ooh, nice. Nice. All right, at the end of round one, Brianna Usserman 7, Tanya Lopez 0. Brianna managed to be the aggressor. And I think Jason kind of gave you a little bit of her background. She trains the U.S. Tigers with Coach Dennis Kim. Loves Korean food. Gold medal at the U.S. Open. Miss Lopez, on the other hand, binational silver medalist, California champion in 17, won nationals in 15. I love doing theater, listening to music, and hanging out with my friends. I like it. And Miss Usserman comes out with that face kick again. She's dialed in to hitting that headgear. Takes it to a 10-point lead. Yeah, but Miss Lopez has a little more fight in her now. I like it. All right, Miss Lopez receives a deduction for kicking the leg. So when you commit the infraction, your opponent gets a point. Good, she gets that leg up, kind of gets it caught up on the shoulder. And again, kicking the leg makes that a four-point swing.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Brianna Usserman's flexibility. Been able just to take it completely over the guard of Lopez and be able to score pretty effectively with the front leg axe kick, the front leg roundhouse kick, and this back leg round kick that you saw there.
Right.
That almost kind of does like a low-high motion. Just able to clear the cover of Tanya Lopez. And another deduction.
Yeah. This is spiraling kind of out of control.
Brianna Usserman. Good back to action. We're in the third round. This is the quarterfinal between Brianna Usserman, and did I say that right?
Tanya Lopez.
And Brianna Usserman.
Usserman, yep. Brianna Usserman.
Sherman knows Brianna, so I asked him because he's familiar with her. Tanya Lopez gets herself on the board. Just finally found the range with the head kick. Just been a little bit sluggish here early on. This is an early morning match, and sometimes that could beautiful front leg times the front leg on motion to the face.
For holding.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because the foot got hung up kind of in her sleeve, if you will, but that is it's a grab because
it's technically right. It's your arm, and you're in control of that.
Exactly.
Right. But so I'm happy to see her get on the board. You can tell it's frustrating because she hasn't been able to find. Neither of these ladies have really been able to find the hogu, and that. I think that might be our first body point.
Yeah, could be, for sure, could be. Close there. Nice try by Usserman. Lopez needs to push the pace a little bit here, down by 17, so she's trying. That's good following there. She's got to execute those kicks, turn them over a little bit more. A little more snap, a little bit more rotation on the hip. Should be beneficial in scoring some of those points. Definitely going to have to execute here with just 25 seconds left because Usserman's content to sit back, play a little defense, throw the cut.
Throw that cut out there just to keep you at bay. It's only 18 seconds. You can do anything for 18 seconds. You literally can walk through fire in 18 seconds.
That's something I don't want to try, just so you know.
I've heard it's hot. I heard it stings the nostrils.
But you also have heard that 60% of the time it works every time.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jason. That doesn't make any sense.
Nice attacking by Lopez. So Lopez now has gotten herself another point, but it's just 1.84 seconds left, so Usserman's going to sit back, make sure she doesn't get kicked in the face. And congratulations to Brianne Usserman. She is now in the semifinals where she'll take on the
number one seed, Hannah Keck, Snake Lady. Hey, Russ.
So we have our first semifinal set between Hannah Keck, the 1 seed, and the number 4 seed, Brianna Usserman. On the other side, we have Micaiah Bracey from North Carolina taking on Lauren LaRocca from Illinois. That's our next quarterfinal. We'll finish up with Ellie Bowman from Colorado taking on Riley King from Texas. So again, going to continually remind you that we want your comments, we want your thoughts. We definitely want just anything that you want to tell us today that's appropriate. I guess the key word is appropriate there. This is the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. I'm Jason Poos. To my right is Sherman Nelson. We're in the broadcast booth here at the USA Taekwondo National Center of Excellence. If you haven't seen it, it's a really cool setup. You know, it's got this beautiful ring, got the monitors on both sides, and we're actually in a little broadcast type booth. Coach Nelson and I are, and it's just first class all the way. Hopefully you get an opportunity to be in the academy and get some opportunities in this academy program where you can come here and train with the incomparable Paul Green and Gareth Brown.
All right, our next quarterfinal matchup. In blue, from North Carolina, Micaiah Bracey. And in red, from Illinois, Lauren LaRocca.
And the athletes have entered the arena. This is the plus 68 kilogram quarterfinals between Micaiah Bracey. Liked it.
LaRocca.
Lauren
Let's get
LaRocca.
it.
Micaiah hails from North Carolina. Lauren from Illinois. Gonna get in here and test the equipment here momentarily.
All right, so let me remind you on Facebook, if you're rooting for Micaiah Bracey, let me get those blue thumbs up. If you're rooting for Lauren LaRocca, let me get those red hearts, because at the end of the day, we're rooting for both these ladies because they're both representing the United States of America.
Love it. Micaiah Bracey, 5'8", 160 pounds. She is non-affiliated right now, so her coach today is Coach Sang Cha. That's a good one.
Yes.
Her hometown is Charlotte, North Carolina, where she's homeschooled, and she is a senior. Her favorite food, sushi. On the other side, Lauren LaRocca is 5'7", 160 pounds from Next Gen Taekwondo, coached by Coach Chris Hirschberger. She hails from Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-Town, baby.
Attends Taft High School, where she's
I know
in
what
the
that
9th
is.
grade.
It's so cool that I know what school she goes to.
She also enjoys sushi. So 2 sushi lovers going at it here. Beautiful follow by Lauren LaRocca. The right, left. One deduction already on the board, so back to action here in this quarterfinal. Good pressure by LaRocca, and scores a nice little snapping push, cut, kick type motion, and then forces Bracey out of bounds. So Micaiah Bracey now down 3-1 and falls again. Now she's had a knee injury.
Yeah, and she injured her knee at the Senior Grand Slam, and when she told me she was coming here, I was apprehensive because I thought that knee needed a little more time to heal.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, Sherman. We thought that injury was severe. We were very worried, for a really, really solid, really sweet girl. Really,
man, she's a wonderful young lady from a wonderful family. But sometimes rest is best.
Sure. Beautiful front leg. Micaiah Bracey.
But she wants
just
to be out
set that
there,
up
and I
so
like
perfect.
it. I like it. Listen.
Weight on her back leg, lifts her front leg up, kind of flips it again. LaRocca waited for the first one, then moved in to try to kick on the second one, but Bracey never put it down and pumped the leg and scored nicely.
Talk about that secondary kick, Jay. It just feels like we're saying the same things over and over.
Yeah,
we need to get a T-shirt. You need secondary, tertiary, maybe quaternary movements. Don't wait till the last 15 seconds of the last round. What else? We're gonna come up with a list of things, and we're gonna make a slogan T-shirt, and we'll make it for sale. You can Venmo us.
That was a beautiful executed technique by Bracey, and we'll definitely take the Venmo. On the other side, LaRocca's been really physical inside.
Yes.
And that's going to pay dividends. You can see it right here. That's sort
because
of
she knows that her competitor might not be at 100%.
That's a great first round, actually, by both players. Really fun to watch that. Let's talk a little bit about the accomplishments of these two amazing athletes. You have Micaiah Bracey from North Carolina. She is a 6-time AAU national title holder. Poomsae, some sparring. She also won sparring at the USA National Championships as well, and also won in Poomsae, so well-rounded
certified
martial artist.
referee.
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. She's a certified referee.
She got a 1490 on the SAT.
That's unbelievable.
She has a 4.3 grade point average. She didn't want me to tell you this stuff. I know her family, and she didn't want me to say that, but I was like, listen.
How about the fact that she's ranked at least in the top 4 in both junior and senior at USA Taekwondo?
Listen.
She enjoys playing the guitar. She enjoys longboarding. That's fun.
These young people are so amazing.
She's teaching herself French and sign language. Wow, and she's working on German as well. She doesn't want to leave that out.
If we reduce them to just competitors, we miss it, because these are amazing young people, in and out of the ring.
There'll be no reduction here at USA
No, you
Taekwondo.
are not a reductionist, not at all. She's keeping her hands in the way that prevents some of these kicks, because LaRocca's throwing some nice roundhouse kicks, but those hands are in the way that keeps him from scoring.
Yeah.
But I just don't think you can get hit that many times, because eventually the guard fails.
LaRocca's always impressed me. I've seen her for a long time. Super physical, super athletic fighter.
Really
but
nice
I hadn't
parents.
seen Micaiah Bracey compete in a while. Wow, I'm very impressed. She is very explosive, very flexible.
Yeah, we're gonna get her back to healthy, and then put her out there and let her chop it up. Both of these young ladies have nice parents, nice families.
Beautiful,
very nice.
Beautiful by LaRocca there. Hits the backside.
Yep.
Gets it hung up on the backside of the Hogu. What does she do? She raises it, keeps the knee nice and high, raises the foot, scores the backside roundhouse kick to the head. So Lauren LaRocca takes a 7-4 lead over Micaiah Bracey. The winner moves to the semifinals. Just 13 seconds now 10 left in the second round of this quarterfinal match. And that ends the second round. Let's talk a little bit about the accomplishments of Lauren LaRocca. Lauren won a President's Cup. It was actually a European President's Cup.
Yeah.
So remember, she did that back in 2018, so that's great. This year, a silver medal at the U.S. Open. That's very impressive.
It is. And then she was having success as a cadet.
Yeah, she
and
was.
now having success as a junior.
Yeah, she's the runner-up or the B team member for the 28 national team as well. I like these kids when they tell us they like to play soccer, they like to hang out with their friends, but she likes taking naps.
Lauren LaRocca, listen, you know the good stuff. Because a good nap, boy, it'll bless your life, your whole life.
Good round 3, winner's going to move. Good, beautiful axe kick by LaRocca. Been throwing the roundhouse kicks to the backside, so took it more down the middle, Sherm.
Right, and we changed the direction and the level. Brought that kick straight up through the middle. Because if I'm sitting on that cover to the Hogu, covering the Hogu, that down the pipe kick is open.
No, you're right, and I talked a little bit about it yesterday about the launch angle from the kicks, and that's a different launch angle, and those launch angles change trajectory of the kicks, and if you're being covered with your right arm out to watch the roundhouse kick, off the line roundhouse kick to the head. Physical play by Lauren LaRocca.
And scored a body kick coming out of it.
Great follow-in. So she's in a little trouble here. I think she's a little Little stunned here by Bracy. So let's see. Doctor to come out and check her.
She got bopped in the nose. It's an occupational hazard.
Yeah, she looks
She's
fine.
a trooper, though.
She's handling it well.
She is. She's probably more frustrated than she is hurt.
Yeah, I agree as well. She doesn't want the doctor to touch her.
No, she doesn't. And she didn't want to quit that match in seniors.
She's really frustrated.
And so, good. We appreciate that. We appreciate that desire to be out there.
Absolutely. I'll bet. As a player,
listen,
been there.
As
a coach, my players have been there.
I want to have to call you off the floor.
Sure.
So
LaRocca now is taking an 11-point lead. That's a pretty big lead. But I like that. I like Bracy going for the big kicks here.
Yeah,
she's going to
because
fall and she's going to take a deduction.
Yeah, we need 11. So we're not going to get 11 on punches.
Yeah, taking a little time here, and I like that. That's a savvy move because I think she's a little bit shell-shocked from the kick to the face, so she's just trying to work her way back.
That turn
into this match.
almost got her what she wanted, almost.
Gonna have to
Lauren's
continue
doing
to
a
take
good
big
job
chances.
of controlling this, though. So it's always good to look at how a person finishes a match. A person with a lead, do they finish playing the and we're trying to spin on that knee, and this is one of those times when I'm going.
Yeah, a little worried about, again, we saw that injury, and it was a fairly major injury at that time, and we felt it was at least. So she's feeling a little bit now as she took an awkward spin hook kick.
And Lauren, with a lot of class, to just stand there and let the fight finish.
Yeah, classy.
Yeah, there's a classy ladies.
Classy girl, classy coach, classy team, and it doesn't surprise me at all. So congratulations to Lauren LaRocca. You're in the semifinals where you'll await the winner of Riley King and Ellie Bowman. On the other side, Micaiah Bracy, props to you. Getting out here and fighting. We know you're injured.
Wanting to be out here is a great thing. But now we need to go back to the lab and talk about the right timeline so that we can be out here the right way. Great job, Lauren.
So congratulations again, Lauren LaRocca. You're in the semifinals.
My home girl. Shout out to the good Chi-Town, the 60617.
Somehow she is his home girl because she comes from the same city as him. That's fairly ridiculous, but we'll save that for another time. So Lauren LaRocca moves on. Micaiah Bracy, congratulations on your quarterfinal finish here at the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with our last quarterfinal of this session. So stay with us here at the Junior Grand Slam, again presented by Sight and Sound Technologies.
All right, and we're ready for our final quarterfinal match in the women's plus 68 kilogram division. In blue, from Colorado, Ellie Bowman. And in red, from Texas, Riley King.
And our athletes have entered the arena. This is the plus 68 kilogram quarterfinal between Ellie Bowman, Ellie Elizabeth Bowman, and Riley King. Ellie Bowman is 5'6", 100 plus 68 kilograms. She is from Korean Taekwondo Academy of Taekwondo, it says KAT. Her coach is Matt and Coach Sir Gregory. On the other, she hails from Aurora, Colorado, where she's 16 years of age and in the 11th grade at Cherokee Trail High School and enjoys a great steak. Riley King is 5'5", 165 pounds from Young Brothers Taekwondo, Copperfield, coached by Adrian De La Reyes. She is 15 years of age from Cypress, Texas, and attends Cypress Wood High School, where she's in the 10th grade and enjoys chicken. Just chicken.
Just chicken.
Chicken.
Monique Williams would love you.
Yes.
Because Mo loves the chicken.
So quarterfinal, the winner will take on Leroy and LaRocca in the semis. Let's see what we have. Nice axe kick right off the bat by Riley King. Bowman, the hometown girl here.
Yep.
Or at least just down the road about an hour and 15 to hour and 30 minutes.
Depending on this traffic. This traffic's interesting.
Now another nice axe kick by Riley King. Definitely looks to take the right leg, back leg axe kick, and try to take it over to the left shoulder of Bowman and contact the headgear. Strategy there for her. We'll see if it pays off. It's been close twice. There's a nice inside. Just doesn't get it quite turned over. That was good power, good snap. Got to get a little more rotation, sure,
Yeah.
but those aren't going to score on this electronic chest protector.
And her foot's still pointing up too much.
Is that right leg high again? Bowman sees it well. A nice left-hand high cover, so that has not been able to contact her because she's done a great job of covering that with her left arm nice and high. Good. Both girls content to kind of fight from the inside out once they get there. And there's the first point, a defensive side kick. That's a cut kick from Riley King. As Bowman's coming in, Riley King raises the leg, gets good pressure on the chest protector, but Bowman kind of pushes her body onto the foot,
right.
And that's what contacts the point. That gives you the contact point
right.
for the actual score. And there's a deduction as well. So Riley King now taking a 3-0 lead over Ellie Bowman from Colorado. That's a nice follow. There's the axe kick I talked about,
yeah.
The right leg over the shoulder. That's definitely been the MO. Finally cleared the cover, if you will, and now she takes a 6-1 lead as she does fall out of bounds in the process. So Riley King 6-1 over Ellie Bowman from Colorado. Ellie Bowman, her highlights include training with our U.S. Army team. She's in Colorado. They're in Colorado, so I could see that. She also fought a U.S. Marine at the President's Cup, so that's probably pretty exciting as well for her. And she made the Colorado State Taekwondo team. She enjoys reading and chemistry, aviation, and flying and music. On the other side, Riley King from Texas made it to the 2018 AAU team trials. She is also the co-captain of her Taekwondo school's competition team and is currently a second-degree black belt.
All right.
She is in band percussion, to be specific, and likes football games. She likes playing in the football games. Ticket to Ride is the best. That's her favorite song to play. I like them when we get these kind of details. She is also in her school's HOSA club because I want to be a doctor.
Oh, there we go.
And that's a nice shot by
There
Ellie
we go.
Bowman. Found the range and found it with a solid kick.
There we go.
So now we have a much tighter match here in second round. And leg not coming up high enough. Raising the leg, but not raising it with any intent and not high enough by the chest protector results in a deduction for Ellie Bowman. Great movement there by King. Good checking. Nice try on the spin.
Yeah, it was a very good try. It's a good idea.
Both. There's another Bowman's left legs to the face. Very close again.
King
She
did a good
contacted
job
one.
of covering her face.
She contacted at one Sherm. This time was covered well by Riley King. And again, King with the right leg actually this time took it from inside to out and surprised Ellie Bowman.
On your feet, on your feet, on your toes. Let's go. On your toes, Ellie.
Nice back leg roundhouse kick by Bowman. Doesn't score again. This is a little bit of an execution problem. Maybe that was covered a little bit, but just a little more hip rotation by these ladies. And I think with the snap and the power they have, it would be no problem scoring those body roundhouse kicks.
Right.
Contacts it again, King, and again. And that's the end of the round. Riley King holding on to a 7-4 lead over Ellie Bowman. So both these players, pretty tightly contested match. Both have contacted the head pretty solidly. The winner will take on Lauren LaRocca, a little more of a seasoned veteran in LaRocca, the number 2 seed. I beg your pardon, number 7 seed. The number 2 seed was Micaiah Bracey, who Lauren LaRocca took out in the quarterfinals. So we've got 1, 4, 7, and now we're looking for 3 or 6 here in this last quarterfinal. Lots of action here today. Glad you guys are logged on with us. Tell your friends, log on. Tell them, let's get some YouTube subscribers, Sherman. Let's get them out there. We want to really build that YouTube base. Help us out, please. Here at USA Taekwondo, a National Center of Excellence here in Colorado Springs. Beautiful follow. Doesn't score, but just really textbook Taekwondo. You could hear the coach yell for it. Excellent communication from the coach to player, and it almost worked perfectly. And there's Bowman with the first body shot. She does score the right leg to the backside and gets the deduction. Sherman, we have a tie game here. 1:12 left, and Ellie Bowman has tied this match up. Lots of trade inside. There's an axe kick. Gets hung up on the shoulder, and guess what? Ellie Bowman has now turned the tide and taken the lead here in this quarterfinal match between King and Bowman. And King takes it right back with a back leg off the line of herself. Right leg to the Hoga. When Bowman's right leg is in front, she's kind of susceptible to that. She's hit it a couple times, hasn't scored it. This time, she in fact does score the 2 points. And a deduction. So Riley King has taken the lead back.
Recaptured that lead.
Yeah, she lost it for just a few moments, got it back, and has extended it instead of 1 point now to 2. So just 30+ seconds left here in this quarterfinal action. A little bit of fatigue coming into play, and it's probably altitude related for these two girls, as you're not used to fighting here. But Ellie Bowman is from California.
It's from Colorado, so she should be used to it.
Colorado. Nice try, Bowman with a great try with the left leg axe kick. She's looking to win this match on 1 kick. Gonna have to execute it properly. There's a roundhouse kick. Just needs a body shot to take it to overtime. Can she do it? 15 seconds left. Moving in, trying to stalk the retreating King. The punch, she gets the punch, it's just 1 point. So 7 seconds left, and Riley King's gonna have to fend off the attacking Bowman. Here comes Bowman. Bowman throws the punch, it's a little short armed. 3 seconds, just left, here comes Bowman again, and it's covered nicely. Riley King survives. And there's your winner, Riley King from Texas with a 10-9.
Winner, chicken parm dinner.
And Riley King does love chicken. So you're dead
saw
on
what I
with
did.
that.
You saw what I did there, right?
I hope you did that on purpose. That's
did.
all I want to say.
I did. My greatness is not accidental.
So the Cypress, Texas native will now move into the semifinals. She'll take on Chicago's Lauren LaRocca. So there we have it. We have the 6 seed versus the 7 seed. So the 2 lower seeds in this bottom half have made it through to the semifinals. So they progressed in to the semifinals. So Hannah Keck, Brianne Esserman, Lauren LaRocca, and Riley King. We got it for you here. This is the Junior Grand Slam presented by Sight and Sound Technologies.
Sight and Sound Technologies.
And we're going to be back in a moment with our first semifinal.
Semifinals. Chop.
All right, all right, all right. Our first semifinal in the women's plus 68 kilogram division. In blue, from Texas, Hannah Keck. And in red, from Virginia, Brianne Usserman.
And our athletes have entered the arena. This is the semifinals between the '1 seed Hannah Keck from Texas, taking on the #4 seed Brianne Usserman from Virginia. Let's get right to the particulars. Hannah Keck is 5'9", 81 kilograms from Cheng Lee's Taekwondo, coached today by Dong Lee. She is 17 years of age from Plano, Texas, and attends Theo High School, where she is a senior and looking forward to having some street tacos.
Street tacos.
Brianna Usserman is 5'8", 181 pounds from US Tigers Taekwondo, coached by Dennis Kim. She is 15 years of age from Gainesville, Virginia, where she attends Battlefield High School in the 10th grade and loves Korean food.
Shout out to Aaron Yelverton, who's watching us on YouTube. Neko Pisano, Fire Girl Loves. Listen, Natalia Gomez. Thank y'all for joining us on YouTube. Thank y'all for chiming in. Listen out for that. We got a trivia question coming for you a little later.
Aaron Yelverton, thank you for the kind words. We
Yes,
appreciate you.
we appreciate you.
We appreciate you more
Appreciate
than you know.
you. We appreciate you.
So we're here with the action. We've about 20 seconds in now, almost 30 seconds into this semifinal. No score so far. Hannah Keck been pretty dominant from her first match. We'll see. Again, coming off a senior Grand Slam championship.
Right.
Can she follow it up with a junior? We're going to see here. Brianna Usserman really trained at a high level from Coach Dennis Kim, so really understands that he's a world-class coach, had many national team members, many international medalists as well coming from that stable. So they're super solid. So she'll be a tough match here for the senior national team member, Hannah Keck.
April Flickinger, we see you. Stella says, go Hannah. Go Hannah. It's your birthday. Well, it's not her birthday, but go Hannah.
That's actually a good round for us, and the reason why I say that is just Hannah Keck has been so dominant moving forward with the head kicks.
Right, and she didn't score. Now, that defensive posture is only going to work to a point, though.
You're absolutely
right. You can't sit back-loaded like that in a tight cover without being willing to exchange and engage. You know, so you can cancel, but once you've canceled, you got to put something in place. Thank you, Melinda, Paolo.
Let's talk about her accomplishments. Hannah Keck's accomplishments. She's the 2019 senior national team member, the 2018 Korea Open champion, and the 2019 this year Pan American champion. So.
And she won juniors and seniors this year at nationals. Didn't we do it? I think we did an interview with her.
Yeah, that's just impressive.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand how hard
it is
to do that.
They don't. And you reduce it to, well, it was this or it was that. Yeah, it takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah, Hannah enjoys anything science related. Oh, nice try there. She likes speech and debate. She was at a tournament already for speech and debate this past weekend. And of course she enjoys playing with her 3 snakes.
But don't talk about that. But I think that happened though at the senior Grand Slam. I think she either left there for a debate or a science fair or something that she had to leave right after. She is a busy kid, man, doing a lot of things.
Yeah, nice punch by Hannah Keck. Just lunges in with the left hand. Unfortunate, doesn't receive any points for it, but really well executed. Clean to this 1-point lead with just about 35 seconds left here in the second round. A nice little flip roundhouse kick, doesn't score.
And there it is, but that danger is always there, man. That front leg flick to the face is always possible.
Yeah, she's really good with it, Sherman. She really is good. But what you talked about, the defensive posture, and I think the defensive posture has cost Usserman here a little bit with so far back on her back foot that she's
That's how
falling.
she got knocked over.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to avoid or trying to evade the technique. If you're too backloaded, your evasion is going to end up with you falling. Yeah, I think she's going to race that belly soon.
And one light comes up there for that punch. Oh, but there it is, Sherm. And we talk about it.
Punch in the follow. Punch in the follow is going to be on our shirt, too. I'm about to write out the things that are going on our shirt.
Give Usherman a little bit of credit, because as Hannah Keck was lunging in and punching, she brought her left leg up, inside tight.
Yeah.
And as you're lunging in, you're not covering. And we
hey,
talked about it
so she hit her with a Wiggins?
She hit the Wiggins.
She hit a Wiggins.
That's what I wanted to tell you. So, well done hitting the Wiggins. And we've seen it all weekend long. It's a tough thing to do, but it's been prevalent. So Brianna Usherman she's a 2018 ATU team member and a 2018 AAU team member, but she also is a gold medalist at the US Open, and that's an impressive feat. She loves hanging out with friends, riding her bike, and watching movies. A nice punch by Keck, and a follow actually that presses Usherman to the ground, and that gets the deduction. She's now extended that lead out to 7 points. Feeling confident. You could tell that there's a little bit of pep in the step of Hannah Keck. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. It almost did.
Well, listen, you're a wordsmith in your own right.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you are. And I don't say that. I don't just say that because you're my bro. I say it because it's the fact.
Can't thank you enough for those kind words, my friends.
So this is the fruit of too defensive and too apprehensive.
Yeah, and Keck's got a lot of confidence.
Right.
It feels like she's found the range.
And once she feels like she can get loose, she gets loose, and then she starts doing ridiculous things to you.
And the only reason why she can do that is, one, is that she has been so dominant. She has been so successful, so that when she feels like she can win, she goes out there and does win, and she does it pretty handily. So right now, this is a long way from over, but I haven't seen a lot of initiating here by
but with 30 seconds out, Jay, and you're still in the defensive posture, you're still backloaded with a tight cover, with your head out, you're doing all the right things to defend.
Oh, beautiful try by Keck. Just you talked about how she'll start trying to throw some.
So now we're doing cut back kicks now.
Out of the box type things. Really athletic move there by 17-year-old Hannah Keck. Good try with a spin hook kick. Patting the Dong Lee, Coach Dong Lee.
Listen, I was just about to say,
textbook
listen, we knew him as a fighter and as a coach.
Yeah, some of the best technique you'll ever see is coming from Coach Dong Lee. And guess what? Hannah running in got blasted by Usherman. So a little bit careless, and all of a sudden, look what we have, Sherman. We have a 1 second left, but we have a 5-point lead. So
yeah, but this match was not nearly this close.
No, you're right. It was a little bit of carelessness by Keck at the end, trying to go for more and more and more. That cost her a little bit of points.
Youthful exuberance.
Yes.
We'll chalk it up to that.
Congratulations to you, Hannah Keck. You're in the finals.
Yeah.
You're the #1 seed. Brianne Usherman.
Usherman did a good job.
Well did a good job. Lady. Young lady was fantastic today. Took out Tanya Lopez in the quarterfinals. She took out Tanya Lopez, then came up against just a too savvy, too experienced Hannah Keck, and Hannah has moved on. So congratulations again, Coach Kim and Brianne Usherman. We have one more semifinal between Lauren LaRocca of Illinois and Riley King from Texas. So stay with us here at the Junior Grand Slam. Don't go anywhere. It's coming right up. Presented by Sight and Sounds Technology.
And for our next semifinal in this plus 68 kilogram division, in blue from Illinois, Lauren LaRocca. And in red from Texas, Riley King.
And the athletes have entered the arena. This is a semifinal between Lauren LaRocca from Illinois against Riley King from Texas. Lauren LaRocca is 5'7", 160 pounds. Attends Next Gen Taekwondo and coached by Chris Hirschberger. She's 14 years of age, so one of the youngest players in the competition. From Chicago, Illinois, where she attends Taft High School. Sherman seems to think he knows where that is.
I do know where it is. Chi-Town's in the building.
She's in the 9th grade and she loves sushi. Riley King is 5'5", 165 pounds.
What is it with
From
these kids
Young
and all
Brothers
this sushi?
Taekwondo Copperfield. She's
don't
coached
love
by
it.
Adrian De Los Reyes. She is 15 years of age from Cypress, Texas, and attends Cypress Woods High School. She's in the 10th grade and likes chicken. Just
Chicken!
chicken.
Winner, winner, chicken parm dinner.
Testing the equipment right now. Sherman and I are ready. We're glad you're here with us. We're ready.
Yes.
We'll give you some of the hashtags and whatnot that we need to give you to just stay locked in. And don't worry. We've got some great interviews coming up, so you guys don't go anywhere. Normally during the breaks, we'll take a little bit of a timeout. Not today. Not today. So stay with it. You're chopping it up. This is Jason Poos, Sherman Nelson Jr., the Minister for Information.
The
He's
Deacon of
Minister-
Detail.
The Minister of Information and the Deacon.
Of Detail.
Is that what I am?
Yes, you are. Yes, you
Thank
are.
Thank you, sir.
All right, listen. On Facebook, we need those thumbs up for blue. That's for Lauren. There you go. Look at you paying attention. And for Riley, let's get those red hearts going. We want to flood this timeline. So when they go back and look at this video, they will be able to see how much y'all loved them, how much y'all were there for them. So let's get them going, get them going, get them going.
Lauren LaRocca with a nice head kick, just trading kicks, finds the range with the axe kick and gets it up there and scores. Been really impressed so far with Lauren LaRocca's ability to manage the ring. She finds herself in that middle logo all the time, which means she's doing most of the pressing, most attacking.
Right.
Great over the shoulder,
Which
through the
means
left leg cut, dropped it through the axe right follow with the same leg, barely missed the headgear of King.
Which means she also has an understanding of ring spatial relationship, that she should be playing from the center out.
Good, nice
Yeah,
snappy
some
cut,
nice-
scores that cut, tries to leave the leg up, hang it, and throw the roundhouse kick to the other side of the face.
Riley King did a great job of getting her hands in the way, or else this score would be 8-0.
There's that axe
Oh,
kick
nice,
again.
Riley, nice.
Good, Lauren LaRocca threw a right leg axe kick, tried to tap it, didn't get it, had the wherewithal to bring the left leg over, noticing that King's arms were a little down on that side, and scores the left leg axe kick. So the right axe followed with the left axe, paid her dividends with 3 points, and she's up to 8-0 at this point. So Lauren LaRocca won the 2018 European President's Cup.
Uh-huh.
She won the 2019, no, I beg your pardon, she took a silver medal at the U.S. Open this year,
Uh-huh,
and she was the B team member for the 2018 national team.
uh-huh.
Loves taking naps.
Yeah,
Loves playing
those
soccer.
naps are real. I would take
Loves
one
hanging
now
out with
if
her
I
friends. On the other side, the 2018 AAU team trials for Riley King.
Roger that, roger that. We are at 9-0.
Love that, love that. Hey,
Shout
Riley,
out to Gregory Thomas, Chi-Town. We're in the building. Second city, baby. But second to none. What?
that was
Looking
interesting.
forward to going home for the holidays this year.
Riley King, hey, she's the co-captain of her competitive team there, so she really taken a leadership position at her competition team.
I like that.
At a Taekwondo school. And of course she does, I thought this was interesting. She said, I'm in band percussion. To be specific, I like to play the football games. And she likes playing Ticket to Ride because that's her favorite song to play in the band. So I love this. I like it when they get really specific.
Okay, so she plays in the band at the football games.
Yes.
I thought earlier you said she played in the band, period. She plays in the football games.
Well,
I was nervous
I'm
at
going to
first.
read it again. I'm in the band
No,
percussion.
I think you did
to
it right.
be specific, period. I like football games, playing games. Ticket to Ride is the best, so that's what she's meaning.
Okay,
She's
all
also
right.
in her school's HOSA club because she wants to become a doctor, and that's impressive. But
Yeah.
she's a little down right now. She's down 12-0 to LaRocca at Illinois. LaRocca's been able to kind of push her around, and that's what I've been a little surprised with. Can't sit back on that back foot against a strong player like LaRocca, who's had some success at the cadet level, so really has been pushed through this pipeline.
It's been groomed for this moment.
Yeah, I think you said it, Beck. She's been groomed. She has a high-level coach, extremely high-level coach, and Chris Hershberger on her side. As you talked about, being groomed for this process, so just looks really sharp here with a 12-0 lead over Riley King. Riley King's really young. She's only 15 years of age, but on the other side, LaRocca's only 14 years of age.
This is good, though. This is good for the future. And these moments these pruning moments, these testing moments, these crucible moments are great for them because this will get them ready for what seniors is like. The seniors is all crucible. It's all pruning. It's all bearing fruit. I think I do, Joe. I remember Taft but I gotta, if you call me on it, you wasn't supposed to call me on it, Joe Ramirez. What you doing? Why you doing me like that? But I think I remember. I hope I'm not mixing it up with another school.
Good, nice action. Again, LaRocca too physical right now for the King out of Texas, so she's down 14-0. Just the physicality is the thing I've been most impressed about with Lauren LaRocca in this match. Sherman's kind of trying to go back and use that memory. He's not a young man anymore, so he's going to have to try to remember.
I don't believe you said that on the thing.
It could be Kraft or the Raft High School and not Taft that you remember. We'll have to see. 17-0 now for LaRocca over King. 55 seconds left here in the third round. The winner will move on to take on Hannah Keck in the finals for a spot as the champion of the Junior Grand Slam. And it's presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. Nice idea by Lauren LaRocca, bringing the left leg over the shoulder, trying to get that gap. And she has a good chance to do it because King just hasn't seen the recognition. That's a great cut kick. It's just stronger than you think. Gets good momentum, gets good lift on the leg, gets good snapping cut, and that's really well trained by Coach Chris Hershberger there at Next Gen Taekwondo. Give Lauren LaRocca a lot of credit. She has just decided she's going to do what she does well, and Riley King's going to have to handle it. And to this point, LaRocca's just been a little too much for her. King's still hanging in there. Good cut by King there, so showing some initiative to go forward and try to make some hay here with just a few seconds left in this third round. Gets driven out again. And a good job well done there by King to
Joe
slide
Ramirez.
back just enough.
I do know that Taft is on the west side, but I think I was mixing it up with another school.
And that ends it.
Where on the west side?
Lauren LaRocca moves to the finals where she'll take on Hannah Keck. So congratulations to Lauren LaRocca from Illinois. She's in the finals of the Junior Grand Slam. And Riley King, well done. You took out Ellie Bowman in the quarters, but just got a little experience under your belt here for the Grand Slam. So you'll come back stronger as only 15 years old. Can't wait to see you again here at our Junior Grand Slam series. But it is Lauren LaRocca, so congratulations again to Lauren LaRocca. She is moving on to take on Hannah Keck shortly.
All right, our final will be up in about 15 minutes, but don't you go anywhere. We have a great interview coming to you now with the Deacon of Detail, Jason Poos. Again, our final will be back in 15 minutes, and in that final we'll have in blue from Texas, Hannah Keck. And in red, Laura La Roca from Illinois.
Good. We're here with Sue Bromley, one of our medical staff. She's a doctor for USA Taekwondo's national teams, in this case, Pan American Taekwondo team. So, Sue, we just want to kind of talk a little bit about what you do for USA Taekwondo and kind of what the process is, and more than anything else, just kind of go through some of your experiences here as you've been all over the world with our national teams.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, by the way. I appreciate talking to you, Jason. So I've been working with Taekwondo for 15, 16 years. I initially worked through tournaments in national championships and world championships when they were domestic. And as happens with people who work with any sport or national governing body, you can't dedicate all your time to it, but you want to dedicate your time to the things that give you joy, and things that give me joy other than my family are working with USA Taekwondo. I really like it here quite a bit. And this is a family. We're all a family. And I'm standing on the shoulders of giants because there are so many healthcare professionals that have worked with Taekwondo, that currently work with Taekwondo in so many different levels. It takes a lot to keep this together. We have to cover the big tournaments domestically. We have to cover the small tournaments and the Grand Prix internationally. I've been very lucky in the last few years to be able to cover the national team and travel with them. It makes for a very tight-knit family, and we all get to know one another. We get to know our weaknesses and our strengths, and on any given tournament, depending on the size of it, for example, this tournament, we may deal with bloody noses and fractures and more serious things, which we don't like to talk about because we don't want to jinx it. And and also getting together with families, because we have to make sure that after things happen, God forbid they do, that the care continues when they're not at the tournament. And USA Taekwondo takes a lot of pride in making sure that their athletes get the continuity of care that they need, not just at the tournaments, but when they're not here, to be sure they're ready for the next tournament or just their everyday lives, because they have things to do other than Taekwondo. Sure. And I'm very fortunate because I get to come out here and participate with Taekwondo because I work for Stanford Healthcare, and they support those of us who work with teams and those of us who travel, and they're a terrific partner as well.
Yeah, it's impressive. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the volunteer side of it, because that's what you're doing here. So we're not, hey, can we get our doctor to come out here? We're paying you to be on this. This is purely a volunteer-based thing by these doctors. So we have not just the best care, but we have the best people, basically because they're volunteering their time. So one, I want to say thank you as a coach, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that here in a second, but as a coach for our national teams and Paralympic team, that you've been able to come and travel with us. And I want to talk a little bit about our experience for just a second. Okay. So we're in Russia, and Sue's our doctor, and somebody gets a bloody nose, and I wanted you to talk through this because I didn't believe it, and it's just talk through that process. What do you do, in this case, what did you do when that happens?
Well, you know, I have to give credit where credit is due. There is an amazing healthcare provider that's been with Taekwondo, I think, since God invented dirt, and that's Trish Beargrounds. And she has brought some amazingly talented people with a wide variety of experiences to Taekwondo. And she brought, forgive me for not remembering his name, but she brought an amazing sports medicine naturopath, of all things, to a tournament years ago. And he taught everybody how to do this method of stopping a nosebleed. And I remember coming to a tournament in San Jose and watching Trish walk out to a chairside and come back. And I said, "What were you doing? His foot isn't the problem." And I'll explain why that's pertinent. And she said, "Oh, you don't know about this yet. Well, let me explain it to you." And then she explained what we do. And so from that day forward, that's how now, because of those of us who have spread this method around, and we call it the heel strike method for stopping nosebleeds, it's now used in D1 program football. It's used at the Olympic Training Center for people who remember it. It gets reintroduced all the time for people whose jaws drop when we stop a nosebleed in 3 seconds in front of them. So let me tell you, and all parents and all people, how it works. There's an ancient tradition in Hokido, Japanese healing tradition of this judo, that talks about stopping nosebleeds by striking the heel 3 times in quick succession. And I did an abstract on this for a research paper, and there is a plexus of blood supply in the heel, and if you bring the hip at 45 degrees on the same side nose and forcefully dorsiflex the foot hard while keeping the knee in full extension, hopefully I'm not speaking Chinese to anybody, basically they're kind of like this, and you pull their heel hard, and then you smack the heel 3 times in quick succession. That creates a reflex vasoconstriction, or closing of the vessels in the nose plexus on the same side, and you will stop a nosebleed in 3 seconds. And so it's called the heel strike method.
And I would have never believed it. And I watched it happen, and it was pretty. At the first, I thought, "What's going on?" And you guys didn't work well. It worked perfectly. So it was a fun moment for us as coaches, for us, the athletes at the time. We were just completely stunned. But I'm gonna leave it with this. Sue, we can't thank you enough for what you do for our teams, for our sport, for our programs, and people like you is why USAT is where it is now. USA Taekwondo has moved further and further than it's ever been, and it's basically because of the big family that you talked about earlier. So I want to thank you. We've been chopping it up with Doc Sue Bromley, who's one of our USA medical staff, USA Taekwondo medical staff. She's in US Olympic medical staff as well. So Sue, thank you for taking a minute of your time, and of course, thank you for taking care of all of our athletes through these junior Grand Slams, volunteering your time here. So again, thank you, Sue.
Back for the women's plus 68 final. Are y'all ready for this final action? Let me hear you make some noise. All right, all right, all right. Let's get to it. In blue, from Texas, Hannah Keck. All right. Okay. She almost got back-fisted. All right, and in red, from the great state of Illinois, Lauren LaRocca.
And our finalists in the plus 68 kilogram division have entered the arena. It is Hannah Keck, the #1 seed from Texas, taking on Lauren LaRocca from Illinois, the #2 seed. Let's go through it. Hannah Keck is 5'9", 81 kilograms from Chang Lee's Taekwondo. She's coached by Dong Lee here today. She also has Tony Cabrera and Linda Lauren, of course, as her coaches. She's 17 years of age from Plano, Texas, and attends Theo High School, where she is a senior, and her favorite food will be street tacos. Lauren LaRocca, 5'7". I apologize. We've been told it's Lauren LaRocca. So Lauren LaRocca is 5'7", 160 pounds from Next Gen Taekwondo, coached by Chris Hirschberger. She's 14 years of age, the youngest player in this division. She's from Chicago, Illinois, Taft High School. She's in the 9th grade and loves sushi. 0-0, here we go. Winner takes the championship at the Junior Grand Slam, presented by Sight and Sound Technologies. Calling for motion.
Yep.
So Coach Chris Hirschberger calling for motion from Lauren LaRocca.
That front leg roundhouse kick was the right counter. Ooh.
Yeah, little confused here because she was in range. She was just moving her leg.
It looked higher than her Hogu.
Well, it was higher. There's no question. But that's not really a good challenge to do there because you're gonna have a hard time winning that.
I think it's on that third. It's on that third pump that you're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, but if she extends her legs and looked like it started to get, didn't give her a chance to get some extension there. Good punch by Hannah Keck. So doesn't score, but she's gonna still cling to this 1-0 lead, based on what Sherman and I think is a touchy deduction.
Yeah.
Great refereeing here at the Junior Grand Slam. So we're definitely not taking
Carolyn
anything away from
Nunez
them.
is out there. She's the lady in control of the action.
We just know as athletes, those are hard things to kind of figure out.
And coaches, that's a hard thing that sometimes, especially if the match comes down to a point, then I'm like, oi.
And if you've been staying with us, you know we talk about all the highlights. We talk about where they're from every match. We think it's important just in case new people are jumping on. So if you just joined us,
and we want to paint a complete picture.
And we can paint it every time.
I want you to understand that there's so much more than the competitors.
And Lauren LaRocca won the 2018 European President's Cup. She was a B team on the 2018 national team, and she was second at this year's U.S. Open. So good international record for her.
Yeah.
Hannah is on the senior team currently. She won the Pan American Championships this year, and she is the 2018 Korea Open champion as well. Good punch by Keck. Hannah Keck really throwing the left hand with a lot of snap. Lauren LaRocca's favorite things to do outside Taekwondo are play soccer, hang out with friends, and take some serious naps.
Yeah, naps make me happy.
Hannah's a speech and debate person. Good axe kick over the shoulder, almost.
Good defense.
Great defense
Lauren
by
has
LaRocca.
got great hands, man. Those hands and good spatial awareness.
Yeah, I agree. Totally. It's a great way to say it. That is really good spatial awareness there. Knowing where her hands are, knowing where she is, where the flexibility can come from Keck, and she can kind of direct it away from her at this point. Hannah Keck loves speech and debate. She actually was in a tournament pretty recently. She'll do anything basically science related. She loves that. And of course, she has 3 snakes and enjoys hanging out with them.
And she has 3 reasons why I'll never come to their house to visit them.
Good punch by Keck. Again, no referee here recognizing that punch at this point. So they're just seeing, they're not seeing something that they like.
They're not hearing the sound and they're not seeing the extension, which is fair.
Oh, LaRocca brings up the front leg roundhouse kick. Somehow it looked like it contacted the headgear, the face. It doesn't score, so
man,
really,
but it looked like it scored.
Really unfortunate for
I'd be
LaRocca.
happy to look at that in a replay.
Really unfortunate. Just a few seconds left. And that's the end of the first round where Hannah Keck holding on to 2-0 lead.
This is a really good match.
If you watched that without a score, but I would have thought Lauren LaRocca was winning that match. Lauren LaRocca, I beg your pardon. Look at that. Oh, that was the hand.
Oh, that was her hand?
That was her hand, Sherman.
No, her foot didn't go right under her chin. Oh, man.
Well, we'll see it again. Let's see. Here's a better angle. You're right. That is a point. That is interesting. The headgear didn't work properly there. That is 3 points for Lauren LaRocca. Well done, Wiggins. Look at Steve Wiggins. He's amazing with a different angle, better angle for that.
Man, that's why he is the mystical bunny.
He is. That's an impressive move. We got to give credit where credit's due, and the credit goes to our crack staff. Importantly, that is the mystical bunny, Stephen Wiggins / Wickets. Good axe kicking. So she comes the outside axe again, brings it back to the inside, just barely misses Hannah Keck's chin there. It's the third round. Lauren LaRocca is going to have to get busy. Down by 2. She doesn't feel like maybe one of them she fell. The other one was kind of what we talked about, kind of a touchy deduction. But either way, you still got to find ways to
put some more work in, right?
Or Hannah Keck could be.
She doesn't need to press because this hasn't been an issue of.
Nice attack by Keck. I like that. Just immediately off the break, comes with a hard attack to try to catch the unsuspecting LaRocca with a strong cut kick or a strong cut flip to the head. Just 30 seconds left. LaRocca breathing hard, looking for some energy to try to score. Throwing good kicks here. Keck doing a good job of evading and still countering though.
Oh man, we have 12 seconds.
12 seconds. LaRocca on the attack. Nice slide back and then plunge in with a punch. More than anything else to try to kill some time. So
there's one.
And that's tough because she just slid back, but one more. Will one more be the difference maker here? Are we going to go to overtime? We're going to have a winner. She's pushing hard. Follows in there.
Oh,
Hannah
man.
Keck.
That gets you a yellow card, man.
There's your winner, Hannah Keck from Texas, wins the Junior Grand Slam. So congratulations to Hannah Keck. She is the winner of the Junior Grand Slam. Lauren LaRocca at 14 years of age, she'll do well.
Lauren LaRocca.
We've been told LaRocca, now we're told LaRocca.
Yes.
Either way, she's amazing.
We just don't trust Russ Gale, but we know that Lauren LaRocca is a rock star, and she's from Chicago, which makes her doubly awesome. Coach Poos is going to go out and throw a couple of these interviews together. Congratulations, though, to Hannah Keck, who is our Junior Grand Slam and Senior Grand Slam winner. Congratulations, Miss Keck. You are, aside from those snakes, you are all right with me. But you got them serpents in your house.
Test
I don't
1,
really
2,
mess
3, 4,
around.
5.
Yeah, I don't really mess around with the serpents. All right, so after this interview, we'll get ready for our next division. We have a little bit of a break.
Good. We're here with the runner-up in the Junior Grand Slam plus 68 kilogram category, Lauren LaRocca. I say that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first, congratulations on a great match. I know it was tight. We know how tough it is to come out here after losing a tight match, but take us through that last 30 seconds first and foremost, because you have good pressure, chasing her down, scoring some touches, but not quite getting the pop, if you would, to tie the match. So just kind of take us through what the thought process was and what you were doing.
Oh, for sure. So basically at the end, I just wanted to just be aggressive and try to get more than I got on my touches. I was just trying to go with a cut kick, but it wasn't working, so I kind of got a little flustered at the end, and then I kind of don't remember what happened. I was just trying to kick her, you know? So, but I tried. I don't really remember. I think that's the best I got.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. We love live interviews for stuff just like this. At 14 years of age, the youngest player in the division, I'm correct in saying that, so obviously your future's bright here at USA Taekwondo. But lastly, talk about this environment, because it is an environment. We've got lights, we've got music, we've got introductions. Talk about what you like and what it feels like to fight in an environment like this.
I think it's a great experience for anyone who comes here. I just really find it motivational, and it makes me want to keep pushing, because seeing everyone that's watching me, I think it just makes me want to keep going, you know? And it's really fun. The lights are super cool. It's just a great environment.
Yeah, and you were great as well. We'd like to have you shout out to some people that have helped you along the way. So why don't you give out a shout out to the people that you feel comfortable doing that to?
Sure. I would like to thank my parents, my mom, my dad, my sister, and my aunts, and my cousin that came here. Also, a happy birthday to my cousin. Woohoo! And then I would also like to shout out my teammates. Thank you for pushing me, and my coach, of course.
Yeah, again, here it is, your finalist in the plus 68 kilogram category of the Junior Grand Slam. It's Lauren LaRocca. And here we are, we're bringing in our champion here in the Junior Grand Slam. None other than the incomparable Hannah Keck. Congratulations, Hannah. First, talk about the match, because that was tight. Very tight match. You did a great job of evading and just using the entire ring there at the last. But just talk about just the emotions going through a really tight match with a really up-and-coming young player.
Oh, yeah. I'm allowed to hold this? Ooh, what an honor. So throughout this year, it's been like, especially with point chasing, I got kind of bored because I would fight the same people over and over again. Love you too, Micaiah. Love you too, Ellie. And being able to fight new people in the last few months of the year was totally a blessing. Lauren did beat me once, so I knew it was going to be close, and it was close. And just going through that match, I was kind of, not like reflecting on the entire year, but just going through a lot of emotions, thinking, wow, what a crazy few years it's been. So, yeah.
Yeah, it has been crazy for years. This is a special fighter. I'm gonna tell you why. Because normally the next thing I'm gonna do is go, how's it feel to be in this environment with these lights and this ring and the music? But you already know how it feels, because Hannah Keck is our senior Grand Slam champion. So Hannah won the senior Grand Slam championship not long ago, comes back and wins the junior Grand Slam championship. You do realize you're the first and only person to do that right here. All right. So without further ado, Hannah, we need you to give a shout out to all the people that you have helped you along the way.
Get over here. Everybody get over here.
Oh, she's gonna bring him in.
I'm bringing him in, come on.
Bring him in, let's do it.
Miss Linda, Mom, Mrs. Adkins, Riley,
Let's do it.
Micaiah,
I
Brian.
love it. Come on, come on.
All my friends.
This
Zach.
is unprecedented. This is unprecedented. Let's do it. We love it.
Brian.
Come on, Coach.
Lauren, Tanya.
Yes, it is.
All these people.
This is it. It's real simple. She's shouting out. She didn't shout them out. She brought them out. So here you have it. I love it. This is the Junior Grand Slam champion in the plus 68 kilograms. Division. Let's say it one more time. Hannah Keck from Texas. Now, we're going to bring in what we need to bring in, which is your amazing O-Pro mouth guards. And Hannah, you received 2 of these custom mouth guards. You can also go on the O-Pro website and customize your own. So you do receive 160 ranking points. You also receive a spot to train in our academy and some academy member type things. And of course, you checked off one of the boxes of one of the major competitions. Now, we know that you're moving to seniors, correct? So you'll take some of those points and you'll have to start that process, but you did that already because she won the Senior Grand Slam. So again, we're gonna leave you with this. Now, Hannah, we have another session coming up. So our great audience, they're gonna have to go. So you get the honor of telling them they need to go, so do it in your own special way.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Get out of here.
There you have it. Hannah Keck, our champion in the plus 68 kilograms. Give it up for Hannah Keck. Oh, you heard her, you gotta go.